Hey everyone, Jose here with Case Status, and today we're going to be talking about the integration between Smokeball and Case Status. Smokeball is a great legal tool that empowers you to run a more profitable, organized law firm while attracting your ideal clients. The integration with Case Status adds a firm-branded mobile application to help increase more operational efficiency while measuring client satisfaction and increasing the overall client experience. Today we're going to focus on the integration points to help streamline a law firm's day-to-day. The first piece to the integration is the automation of the case creation process. We want to eliminate as much double entry as possible with law firms, and so when a case gets created in the Smokeball platform, a case is going to automatically get created in Case Status. I'm going to create a matter in the Smokeball environment so you can see what it looks like. I've created a case in Smokeball. We can see that I've entered the proper info for attorney responsible. I have the defendant, Steve Smith, and I've created the matter type as motor vehicle accident/defendant. When I create the case, I can then go into Case Status, and I can use the sync with Smokeball option to either sync all of my cases or individually sync a case one by one by entering the case ID. I'm going to sync all the cases so that you'll see the new case pop up. Cases are automatically syncing every night into the Case Status platform. If you don't want to wait every night, you could always use the on-demand sync to sync it on the spot. The case is now in the Case Status platform, and when I go to the case, you can see that the case is now in the treatment stage. If I scroll down, we can see that the invite message has already been sent to my client. We can set up the integration so that it automatically sends the invite message to your client, or you'd have to manually come into Case Status and send the message out to your client. Once clients receive the message, they'll get a text with a link to the App Store to download Case Status. Logging in is as easy as entering in your client's cell phone number, a verification code, and the client is in their case in the Case Status platform. A big reason why we have over an 80% adoption for the clients using Case Status. The next piece to the integration with Smokeball and Case Status is automatically updating the stage in Case Status based off of any changes or updates in Smokeball. I'm going to go into Smokeball and update the status of the case to maximum medical improvement. I'm in Steve Smith's case. When I hit maximum medical improvement, I'm going to go to the stage so that it automatically updates my client in the Case Status platform. It goes through the same nightly sync, but you're going to have access to the sync button here, so you can go to the case, hit the sync button, and then refresh so that your client gets notified that they've moved to stage 2 of the case. And in this case, it's maximum medical improvement. We can see now that the client has been moved to the maximum medical improvement stage of the case. And if I scroll down, we'll also see that a message has been sent to my client letting them know that the status has changed. This is perfect for clients that do not download the app but still receive every single message, update, and document via text. This is a good segue into the next big piece to the integration, and that's syncing all of our messages and documents back into Smokeball. We want Smokeball to remain the single source of truth and eliminate this mix of ambient omni-channel communication, eliminating a mix of phone calls, emails, text messaging, or law firms giving out their personal cell. All of the messages and documents that have been shared back and forth in Case Status will automatically sync back into Smokeball as the single source of truth. Our messages are going to be syncing back into the memos section every 2 minutes, and we can see that the messages are popping up here with both the invite message as well as the other message that my case has been updated. And then we also have our documents getting synced back automatically into the documents section of the matter every 20 minutes. Taking advantage of Smokeball so that it remains this back office tech where it's receiving all of this activity, but also using the added horsepower of Case Status as the main driver of communication through our Case Status platform to work in conjunction with any sort of automations or messages sent out to the client based off of any NPS prompts. Clients now have 24/7 access into their case through the firm branded mobile application. As a client, I can see my firm logo, color scheme, any checklist items of things that need to occur, the current status of my case, which is maximum medical improvement, where I stand in my client journey, and if I hit this process tab, I can see what the client journey looks like from start to finish. I can see that step 1 was treatment, but if I wanted to look ahead, I can see 2 is going to be maximum medical improvement, which is the stage that I'm in now. But if I wanted to look ahead, I can see 3 is attorney review, 4 negotiations, 5 settled, and 6 escrow. Setting the expectation for your client to decrease the amount of inbound phone calls that are coming in is a big key differentiator to creating that efficiency from the client experience point of view. The stages that are in case status do not have to map the stages that are in Smokeball. The idea is that a law firm may have internal stages in Smokeball that may be more for internal purposes. We may not want the client to know of every single change. So we're going to be mapping the actual stages in Smokeball to the specific stages in case status so that client just has a firm approved version of the communication that you would like your client to know about. They're getting automatically updated whenever we change to a new stage in Smokeball. And then all of the messages and documents that are being shared back and forth in Smokeball are coming back to the client in the Messages tab. Again, if they don't download the app, they're still going to receive everything via text. So client now has this single source of truth of all activity and what is being shared back and forth. We're going to be getting the attorney responsible for the case in Smokeball as well as any other staff members so that they pop up on the Your Team tab so a client has a nice view into who is working on their case at all times. They can easily refer the main attorney to any sort of friends or family members to drive more opportunities for referrals and word of mouth. Whenever there are stage changes in case status, your client can get automated messages for no case updates, recurring messages, treatment reminder, single message automations, as well as single messaging based off of our Net Promoter Score. So every time a case goes from stage to stage, your client is going to be required to rate their experience from a 0 to 10 Net Promoter Score. Once the client enters that score, the law firm can have automations ready to go so that based off of that score, a certain message gets sent to the client. For example, every client that leaves a 9 or a 10 automatically gets a message with a Google Business account, an Avvo link, a Super Lawyer link. But every client that leaves a 6 or below gets a message with a phone number to call for more questions, with a follow-up question to talk to the firm. Measuring client sentiment is key to creating that efficiency, but not only the efficiency, but also creating that ultimate client experience.